questions on your QSB purchase. This little video is going to show you how to plug it in, how to use it, some of the things that you might experience. We'll go through those, and we'll also deal with the frequently asked questions that we're getting coming in now. Okay, if you live in the States or Canada, then this fitting that comes on your adapter will work fine. Otherwise, you'll need to swap it out. Push that button, slide it off, and put the other one, the new one, in. Make sure it's clicked in thoroughly. Okay, once that is into your power socket and switched on, then you can just push the other end into the QSB on the right hand side there, and you will see that the green LED will come on. That shows that it's working. Questions we get asked is, can I hear something? Will I be able to hear something coming from the QSB? Well, there are no speakers inside. This is not sound therapy. It uses special coils to generate scalar waves, but they do vibrate a little bit, and if you have very good hearing, you put your ear to the QSB, you might hear a faint hum, and if you've got really good hearing, you will hear it change from one frequency up to another after every 10-minute interval. So how do you know that it's working? Well, we get asked this question quite a lot. Some people who are energy sensitive won't need to ask this. People that have got good hearing, we've just discussed, you'll be able to hear the faint buzz on the coils there. But there's a little technique that will help those with perhaps with a little bit less sensitivity to feel the energy coming off in the hands. If you rub your hands together for 10 seconds or so and put them either side while the QSB is on, and then gently move them in and out, that you will very likely will feel the pressure wave as the energy comes off from the QSB. Okay, first up, you're going to want to create a nice energetic space to run your QSB. This means switching off any nearby Wi-Fi that you have control of, switch off your mobile phones, and generally create a nice space. Now, if you have some of our protective technology, you can use that to help. You'll notice that there is a space to put a kibble in the top of the case of the QSB. You can also flip over the QSB, and you will see there are a couple of other grooves, one which will take the pyramid energy balancer, the pebble, and you can also put your kibble on there as well, or any of the Zen stones or any of our products will go there and create a nice space for you. Okay, how far away do you need to be from the QSB? Well, this will depend on how sensitive you are. I would recommend you start with, say, a meter or so, which is about, I think it's about 3 feet. If you are particularly energy sensitive, you might want to put a little bit more space between you. You will find that distance that works for you, but basically put it on a coffee table or put it beside your bed and use it there. So you want to be fairly close to it. Of course, it's designed so that it can treat a number of people at a time, so you can have a group session. We've had 10 or more people sitting around one, and everybody gets the vibrations, gets the energy coming into them in exactly the same way. So as soon as you turn the QSB on, it starts to work, and it cycles through the solfeggio frequencies in 10-minute intervals. So it starts with 396, and then it starts, then it shifts up to 417, 528, and so on. It goes up to 963. So that's a total of 7 frequencies, 10 minutes, and that obviously equals 70 minutes. After 70 minutes, it will start back again. It will cycle back to the beginning, and it will run through again. How often should I use the QSB? Now, this is a question that we get asked quite a lot, and the answer really depends on you and your schedule and your wants and your needs. If you're getting stressed every day, as I suspect you are living in this world, then certainly an hour or an hour and 10-minute session every day is going to benefit you, and that is our general recommendation, that people run it at least one session a day. If this doesn't work for you, maybe you can only manage one session a week. Whatever you do, you're going to get benefit from. And so it's down to you, your schedule, your wants, and your own personal healing plan. Can I do other things whilst the QSB is running? Well, yes, you can, and there certainly is benefit to be had. My previous answer to that may have been, well, not so much. You're best to be sitting quietly, meditating, or being part of the process, being conscious of what is going on. And I would say still that there is more benefit to be had in doing that. But having said that, the person that filmed our event in Waipu quite recently, she was focused on what she was doing completely. She was not consciously part of the QSB experience, but she had a detox healing reaction almost as soon as she got back home after that event. So what about using the QSB at night time? Well, we're getting some great feedback about insomnia. We had one lady that had 5 years of not sleeping, 5 years of insomnia behind her. She used the QSB a couple of times and that insomnia went away. So there is great merit to using it around bedtime. What I would recommend to do that is to get a cheap electrical timer, plug the QSB into that and set it to run for maybe 1 or 2 cycles after you put your head on the pillow, and see how you get on with that. We wouldn't generally recommend you run it all night long, as this might be just a little bit too much. So what should I feel when using the QSB? Well, this is a big question, which is as big as the number of people there are on the planet almost, because we're all individual, we're all on our own personal journeys, and we all work slightly differently. One thing that you might feel, and it might not happen every time, might happen once and never again, and might happen a couple of times, is that you get some kind of energetic release, such as in the physical level. This can manifest as a pain in an old injury site. As an example, you will get a short duration of pain, and then it will release and will clear, and that will be the last of it. It could also happen that you get an emotional release, and you might get some emotions coming up seemingly out of nowhere, and those will be released, particularly if you allow them to be released, to get into that process of allowing. You may feel nothing at all. You may feel that there's nothing happening, and that might happen for a while, and then you might suddenly feel something that you may be working on something that's quite deep rooted, and you're not actually feeling something until that shift is actually happened. It might be a longer process. So be patient with it. That's what I'm saying here. Of course, another thing is that you might not get any great revelations. You might not get any big obvious energy shifts, but you might just feel relaxed because it is proven to take stress out of your body at the cellular level. So just using it on a daily basis is going to have a very relaxing effect on your life, a de-stressing effect on your life. So that is the thing that you're most likely to feel on a day-to-day basis, is just a removal of stress. Okay, that about wraps up this video. Enjoy your QSB and please share it. As I've said, you can have sessions with the QSB, invite your friends, invite your family, or loan it out. It works great on animals. We've had some great feedback on animals, particularly the animals that have maybe been traumatized in the past. It's had some amazing effects. So use it, experiment with it, and enjoy it. And please feedback. We've got an FAQ page on our website, which we will be expanding as we get more and more questions come in. If you've got any questions, if you've got any feedback, we'd love to hear from you. Thank you.